welcome back to a new video. In today's video I have got some tips that I'm going to be recreating a little pumpkin design that I done at the end of last week. Might have been Saturday actually, I can't remember, but I've got some Neonail colours here from the little nail shop. I'm going to be using those. This is the pumpkin that I done last week. I added some crystals on. We're not going to do quite an elaborate crystal placement today, but we are going to put some crystals on. So the colour that I've got for the orange is Energy Burst. These colours, the Neonail colours, as I said, are available from the little nail shop, and I have got a 10% discount code which is NatMug10, so you can get 10% off your little nail shop order. I'm applying 1 coat of Energy Burst, then I'm going to cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and we're going to apply. This one actually covers really nicely, but I would still put 2 thin coats on of colour, just so that you know that the nail is completely covered and the colour can be as bold as it can be. Does that make sense? I don't know. I always say that, which it annoys me that I say, does that make sense? Right, put that second layer in the lamp. On my little palette that's looking worse for wear now, I've got a little bit of pure black. So we're going to dab that on. We're actually going to paint the pumpkin on with this. I really struggle to paint, to try and do sort of a fine painted design with gel polish. I'd much rather use a gel paint. I don't know, yeah, but I'm going to do it with gel polish today because I do not have any gel paint. So we're going to create the outside of the pumpkin. We're only going to do like the bottom half of the nail with the pumpkin on, and the pumpkin is going to come off the nail slightly. So you can see I've kind of made like four little arches. And then I'm going to do, this is going to be more like an eye shape, a cat eye. I don't know what I'm on about. But pop it in the lamp to cure. Then once I have done, I've literally flash cured the first 2 once I was happy with the lines. I'm going to go over with a second coat over the black, just to what's the word, bold, make it more bold. That's what I'm trying to say. And then the pumpkin needs a little stalk, so we're going to give him a little stalk. It's not going to be a scary pumpkin though, it's just an autumn pumpkin, but it's kind of Halloweeny, but it's, I don't know. This is one of the ones from the Be Yourself collection. This is called Stay Joyful. This one is like a mustardy colour, but I thought we'd use this just to add a little tiny bit of shadowing. I'm also going to be using Lady Green. We're going to use this one for the stalks, not the stalks, I don't know, it just added some curly whirly bits, short and curlies. We added some short and curlies. Oh dear. So this darker mustardy colour is going to go each side of the black lines. So we're going to go around this side, and then we're going to go down this side, and we're going to do that on all of them, but we're not going to fill this area in, so that we can still see that Energy Burst bright orange colour underneath. See what I'm doing? So we're going to do that with all of the little sections on the pumpkin, and then once we have not filled it in, but you know, added that sort of shading on, then we can go ahead and give it a full cure in our lamp. There we go, that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to make it too difficult. I want to make it, you know, quite a simple Halloween, Christmas, Halloween, like autumn design. And this is the Lady Green colour I'm using. We're just going to create some little vines, or short and curlies, whatever you call them. I think vines are more appropriate. What is wrong with me today? I'm going to do a few of these. So we're going to have like 3, say, coming off the top, and then 1 going underneath, like in front of the pumpkin. You don't have to make these as long and as elaborate as perhaps I have, but they don't have to be. They can just be like little wiggles coming out of the pumpkin. You could probably just do 2 actually. I just think it adds a little, you know, adds a little bit to the design. Anyway, once you're happy with that, pop that in the lamp to cure for a full 60 seconds. And what was I doing here? Oh yeah, this is it. I thought I'd add one in front of the, I'd add a little curly green bit coming down the front here. And then I do another wiggle coming from the center going upwards. It's difficult because the gel polish wanted to, it was making itself into a little ball on my brush. And I wanted to do, this is why gel paints are easier to do designs with, because they don't usually ball up like that, if that makes sense. There we go. So I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to make it too, you know, I don't want to put too much on there. And the whole set's going to be matte finish, so I'm going to use the Top Velour matte top coat. So you want to make sure, obviously, that you cover the whole nail, otherwise you'll end up with shiny bits, and you don't want to end up with shiny bits on a matte nail. And then pop that into the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. I'm then going to do the other nails. So once this comes out, just leave it to cool down for a minute and then wipe off the tacky layer. And then you're left with this. I love this matte top coat, actually. It's really nice. So yeah, so I'm going to do the other nails now. I'm going to use Yellow Energy. This one is really bright. I've also got Energy Burst, and I've got Cyclamen as well, but I'm going to show you that in a little bit. We're going to use these to create a marble. Oh, and the pure black. We need the pure black as well. But we're going to use the Yellow Energy. This confuses me because this is clearly not a yellow, it's a green, but they've called it Yellow Energy. It's like, it reminds me of like a toxic green colour. It's really nice, it's really bright. I'm going to apply 2 coats of this, and then each coat I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. Reminds me of like, I don't know. It's just a really nice bright green for summer and like Halloween nails. It's just really cool. Pop it in the lamp. Isn't that nice? Oh, I love it. And then over the top of that, all right, yes, here we go. Look, I'm putting the marble. This is the colours we're using for the marble that I mentioned. This is the Cyclamen colour. I'm only using a little bit of this, not too much, but I just felt like purple's kind of like a nice, it's like a Halloween-y colour as well, isn't it? Like oranges, greens, purples, you know, like reds, blacks. So I'm not using red, but I did add a smidgen of purple. I'm just going to run my dotting tool through the marble. And then you can pick this up with a gel brush, but I like to use my Born Pretty ombre brush. By the way, Born Pretty have got 20% off at the moment. Only it's between the 10th and the 16th of October. The discount code I'll leave at the bottom. Actually, I'll leave it on in a minute when I show you the brush. But yeah, you can get 20% off Born Pretty at the moment, which is a bargain. This is the brush. So I've just placed some Aquarelle clear base on the nail. This is good for, like, it's like a blooming gel. So I'm going to place the marble over that. Just carefully place it. Don't push your brush down. You kind of want to lay it over. I wanted to put a little bit more on because I didn't get much of that purple. And then I saw Scarlett Centre do this. She kind of presses her finger in and pulls off any excess gel. Obviously you need to do it with like wear a glove to do it, but it kind of stretches the marble as well and obviously removes any excess. So I quite like that tip. Pop it in the lamp to cure. This next nail is probably, I don't know, I had really high hopes for this, and then it kind of didn't work out as I'd planned. But it kind of did and it kind of didn't. What I'm doing is one side of the nail I'm putting Yellow Energy, which is the green, and then the other side of the nail I'm putting the orange. And I wanted to make this half and half, so I thought, right, I'm not going to go completely halfway because I'm always rubbish at trying to work out which is exactly halfway. So I thought I'd do a little bit of the green, a little bit of the orange, and then I'll do a little bit of the green and then go back in the orange. And I was like, I'll meet in the middle somewhere. So do one coat. Don't worry too much if they touch, but if they do touch, just make sure you haven't got any orange on your brush before you pop it back into your bottle. So give that a full cure. Then you want to go in with a second coat. This one is a little bit more easy to apply because you've got your border, so you kind of know how far to go. Apply the orange. And then you want to get a brush or a dotting tool. I probably should have used a bigger dotting tool actually. I did only use my little brush and it probably wasn't substantial enough, but I kind of wanted to make a pattern where the two colours met in, you know, where they meet in the centre. And I was trying to do like I don't know what the pattern is, like swirls. And I wanted the orange to go over the green a bit and the green to go over the orange a bit. The trouble is the green is a little bit more sheerer than the orange. So in the end, I kind of just tried to work it out. I kind of just had a play, and I kind of, it almost looked like the orange, it had like little orange flames going into the green, but it wasn't quite, I don't know, it wasn't quite what I planned or what I'd expected, but it was all right. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. So I mean, you could do anything. You could do like the whole normal, you know, just swoosh the brush backwards and forwards like we have done before. You could just sort of do something like that. I don't even really know what I'm doing here. But once I was relatively happy, even though I don't think I was actually happy with it, but I'm going to pop it in the lamp to cure it anyway because it's done now. And then I'm going to use the Top Velour for all the other nails that we've done. Again, I only done 4 nails in this set. You could just have like a plain orange nail if you wanted to, or 2 green nails. I don't know. The Top Velour is going to go on, and you could do these shiny as well. These would look nice shiny. I'm loving matte. Also, I'm going to put some crystals on the green nail, so that one definitely needed to be matte finished. I think I confused some people in a previous video saying that I was going to do the crystal nail matted. I meant in future, any nails that I do with crystals, I will do on matted nails. But that set, I'd already done them with, you know, the nail was already shiny. So I've left them for a minute to cool down. I'm now wiping off the tacky layer. Use some gel cleanse to do this, or I mean, I use isopropyl alcohol, but that's only because I don't think I've got any gel cleanse. I will have to buy some at some point. There we go. Right, so yeah, so they're all done. We're going to put some crystals on now. And obviously, the crystals I'm using are from the Crystal Parade. I don't know what these are, other than the SS12s, and they're purple, and I'm pretty sure they're Swarovskis. Also, these green ones, they are pointy back little green ones. I want to make like a little cluster. I actually got them for Christmas, but I thought they'd go quite nicely for this set. But I'm not sure what size they are, or even if they're Swarovski or Preciosa, because annoyingly, when I first started to buy crystals, I didn't think I was going to buy so many, so I just thought I'd just pop them in the pot. Now I like to know what each and every one of them is. So I've just put a little blob of glue on. I use the Crystal Totalist Gem Glue from Crystal Parade, and that's just going to make my cluster. These are, I know what these are because I named them, named the bottle, the pot. They are Preciosa Jet, and I've got sizes SS5, SS7s, and SS12s. And I'm also going to use some of the orange crystals from the Trick or Treat Halloween mix. This is a new one, obviously ready for Halloween. You also get some green and orange microbeads with that Halloween kit, which I will show you in a minute. I'm just gonna, I mean, I don't really know what this was. I just sort of like, I was thinking, what should I do? I don't know how to put the crystals, but I ended up just doing that, and then I put 2 black crystals either side of the cluster, and then I done this weird whole like curvy line of microbeads. I don't even know what it was. It kind of reminded me of a crown, but not. I don't know. So I'm going to put the microbeads on off camera because they're very fiddly. I'm going to create a swoop like that. Swoosh. Okay, and you'll see. And that, yeah, so those are the microbeads. And then that, like, look, I mean, what even is that? I have no clue. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Oh dear, I have this set to me made no sense, but I kind of liked how it turned out anyway. So thanks for watching. Don't forget discount codes and website links will be in the description box below, and I'll see you beautiful lot tomorrow with a brand new video. Happy Monday, bye.